This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Hey, welcome back to Midweek Politics. David Pakman here. Joining us on the phone, Mike Papantonio, attorney and host of Ring of Fire Radio. I won't introduce you like O'Reilly did, liberal talk radio host. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine, David. I'm proud of that moniker, actually.
Hey, so when I heard the BP claim that 3/4 of the oil and dispersants were gone, I'm thinking they lie about the original leak. They don't let anybody in there. Does anybody believe 75% of that stuff is just gone?
No. You know, the great thing about it is every time they overstep like that, every time BP does what is predictable. I mean, I've always said you're dealing with a sociopath, and you have to treat sociopaths with their own little handling. Every time they make a statement like that and it's proven wrong, it just destroys credibility that much more. You know, everybody understood. My experts literally called me, were laughing about the idea. But you know what's so ugly about it, David, is the U.S. government went along with it.
Right.
You had NOAA and you had the EPA buy into it because they're so dadgum gullible. I mean, they're just so naive. And at this point, I suppose they've almost joined themselves at the hip with BP, almost to the point where you say, do we have to sue them too? And I'm not sure whether we do or not. But,
well, that's the question. Do you think that they actually bought into it, or that they said, you know what, we're so connected that we're just not even going to, we're kind of turning our head?
Well, I think what it is they come up with a $20 billion settlement. In their minds, it's a total settlement. Everybody's saying, well, it's not really the ceiling. In their minds, it's the ceiling. And the government says, we did that. Obama thinks it's a huge accomplishment. It is a big accomplishment. But in his mind, he thinks his work is over here. Therefore, since it's over, let's just go ahead and join hands with BP and get along. And it's bad policy because every time BP makes a statement like that, every time they're humiliated into the truth, it's a reflection on the administration. There's no reason this administration should in any way be getting close to this psychopath, sociopathic company.
Does Tony Hayward personally, by leaving, reduce his personal liability in this potentially? I mean, do you think that's a factor, or is it just what we were told?
The only factor is he's left because out of sight, out of mind. He can go to Russia, but when the depositions take place, he's going to have to be answering questions.
Right.
He maybe becomes less of a target where it comes to the Justice Department and their BP squad that's out there investigating criminal activity. But he's still there. I mean, it's smart from a PR standpoint. It has zero impact from a legal standpoint.
Hey, on the Ground Zero Mosque, I'm hearing it's not even a mosque and it's not at Ground Zero. What's the reality on this thing?
It's not a mosque, and it's not a mosque, and the idea of the mosque is simply the spin of the hysterics, the fanatics, and the demagogues. That's what it is about in pure and simple. Look, this is it's a community center. There's no question. The first day that Fox News came out and started calling it a mosque, they knew it was not a mosque. They knew it was a community center that has swimming pools, basketball courts, art centers, theaters. The purpose was to try to do something to where we have a community center that serves all religions. And so, I mean, this whole point, I got to tell you something. Obama did come out right. He did say, look, I'm the president for everybody, whether you're a Scientologist, a Mooney, Catholic, a crazy Pentecostal, whatever it is, I'm your president. And so he did the right thing. He needs to stand by that because in the end, he's going to be considered having taken the right road. You know, you can't believe the first opinion polls that come out. 60% of the American public says, no, gee, we don't want a mosque here. They don't even know what it is.
Well, you know what? It's interesting. That's very possible that it's true. 60% don't want a mosque, but that's not what's going in.
Exactly. Now, if you say, do you want a community center? Should Muslims be able to build a community center? Well, of course. So it's all how you ask the question. You know, the polling has become such a divisive process in America. You can't believe any of them because you don't know how the question is weighted. You don't know whether it's push polled or what it is. And so the polling is going to change. Obama took the right stand on this. Reid had to take his stand there. He had to back down and say, because he's running against a crazy woman angle out there. So he had to say, no, it's a local issue. But Obama's right on this. He needs to stick to his guns. He's going to be fine on this issue.
Midweek Politics is made possible in part by CSR Wire, the corporate social responsibility newswire at csrwire.com, by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.